mind saying your first and last name and spelling it, please?
First name is, excuse me, first name is Webb, W-E-B-B. Last name is Kirkdoffer, Kirkdoffer, Deputy Chief of Uniform Patrol.
Thank you.
At approximately 3 o'clock this afternoon, North Main Station officers responded to a shooting call at South Lauderdale in Mississippi. Officers arrived on the scene to find 2 males with gunshot wounds. Unfortunately, those 2 males were pronounced deceased on the scene. While this incident was going on, as you can see, Booker T. Washington School is in close proximity. We were in constant communication with Memphis Shelby County School security. The school was placed on lockdown for a short time. Once we made the scene and secured the scene, we communicated to them that it was good to let the students go, so the lockdown was lifted and they were allowed to leave. At this time, we have homicide investigators on the scene. They are canvassing the area looking for witnesses, video, and security cameras that might have captured this incident that will show us who or how many suspects were involved and did it. We will leave no stone unturned in this investigation to make sure we bring those who committed this act to justice. Once again, the citizens of Memphis and 2 families have been the subject of gun violence, and enough is enough in this city. It's time that the citizens know that this is not going to be tolerated. And to the suspects who committed this crime, rest assured, we are going to find you and we are going to arrest you and make sure that you receive the justice that you need.
Are either of the victims juveniles?
That's part of this ongoing investigation, so I cannot comment to that because they have not been identified yet.
Not clear if they were students at the school?
At this time, that is not known.
At the
We
time of the
understand from eyewitnesses that there was a progression of shots before the scene ended here, and the crowd dispersed. Do we know if there are other portions of the scene where the shots were fired?
Once again, that's still an investigation, so that information is not known at this time.
Had Booker T. Washington released for the day at the time of the lockdown?
No, it had not been released, so that's why we were in communication with Memphis Shelby County School Security to have the school locked down, and once the scene was secured, communication was made back, and the lockdown was lifted and the students were allowed to leave.
Are there any suspect details at the time? How many people were involved, that sort of thing?
So that's still part of the investigation, and that's something that hopefully can be determined through our investigation.
Are there any victims that weren't killed?
General question. Right before you walked up, we saw family members on scene visibly upset. Can you talk about this shooting and your message earlier talking about how this does not stand and cannot stand? But can you talk about the human impact of what we are looking at right now?
Absolutely. So when you have gun violence like this not only impacts the family members, but it also impacts the citizens, the business community, the visitors that come to this city. It impacts our officers. It impacts the fire department personnel that come to the scene and see this day in and day out. But it takes a toll on everybody. But rest assured, we will make sure that we do everything possible to get those who committed this act.
Was anyone shot other than those who were killed?
It's still an ongoing investigation.
Are you working at all with the school district to determine if the school or students are involved at all?
That's still part of this investigation that's going on.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.